fifth generation computers. So with this period of fifth generation is from 1980 to date. In the fifth generation, we talked about VLSI being replaced by ULSI, or ultra large scale integration technology, which resulted in the production of microchips having 10 million components in one chip. So this is now the chip that has allowed you to have tablets. These computers or these chips that are called ultra are capable of storing 10 million electronic components. We're talking about transistors. And if you remember, we have said that in the second generation, we are having transistors. So can you imagine if we were talking about individual transistors being used for processing the data and storing the data in the second generation, but now you're talking about 10 million of them. That is why our computers today say talk about our tablets and our phones and our devices are very, very fast in comparison to the old computers, because clearly we have been able to use very high technology that allows us to have faster processing capacities. So again, this generation is based on parallel processing. Parallel processing is very different because we are saying, actually I should mention this one very quickly, that we have multi-core processors. What I mean by that is that if you go to buy a laptop today, or you go to buy a phone, you'll find it is being said that it is Core i7 or Core i5, among others. And when you actually now look at more details here, you'll see that it has about, say, 4 processors that are running at the same time. So when you talk about 4 processors, therefore, if you have an instruction, one of them is to do some calculations, another one is to do some recording, another one is to do some video capture. Like even talk about what I'm doing now. My computer is doing so many things. I am drawing with it. So I'm drawing with it, like you are seeing doing on my screen. I'm still recording, and that is another function that is being carried out by this computer. It is also capturing the video of the screen that you are seeing, and so many other tasks that are happening at the same time. That is what is called multi-processing or parallel processing, because computers have multiple processors that are able to carry out different tasks at the same time. So that is actually what it means to have a parallel processing. In the old days, we only had one processor, and therefore it could only perform one function at a time. And I hope that that is now clear. So having said that, we say now that this generation is based on parallel processing that I have said, and artificial intelligence. Again, I mentioned that there is some level of intelligence that computers have today, and that is classified as artificial intelligence, whereby you train a computer to do some things. Assume I am doing a recording. Okay, yeah, talk about YouTube. Assume I'm doing a YouTube recording. If the people who are watching me on YouTube, if they just enable the CC, what we call the captions, the computer is going to be converting my audio to text, such that down here as I speak, they will be able to see the words that the computer thinks I am saying. Sometimes the computer will not be very accurate. It might hear me saying one word, it thinks it is another word. But that aspect where the computer is able to convert audio to text without someone telling it how to do it, there is that aspect of artificial intelligence that is involved. And that is where we are today, that we are so having so much of artificial intelligence that computers are able to perform tasks that only human can do. But therefore, that is what we call artificial intelligence. And that is where we are today. So we are saying that is what characterizes the computers of today. AI is an emerging branch in computer science which interprets the means and method of making computers think like human beings. So when I speak and the computer knows what I have said and it converts my speech into text, that is a form of artificial intelligence. All the high-level languages like C and C++, Java, .NET, among others are used. The word is transcription, transcribe. So when a computer performs transcription, that is converting text from audio to text, that means it has used some artificial intelligence to carry that task out. Okay, so that is what characterizes the fifth generation. AI includes robotics, neural networks. So we have robots today that do tasks that only humans could do before, and they are solved by neural networks. Therefore, if you want to really branch out and want to participate in developing AI, you can actually note down that one of the tools that is used in performing the AI is called neural networks. Another subsection of intelligence is called deep learning, or another subsection is called machine learning. And there is a very new field that is really drawing a lot of attention to the technology enthusiasts. So the other one is game playing. Still, games applies a lot of artificial intelligence, the development of expert systems to make decisions in real life, and natural language understanding and generation. This is what I have just told you about. That is very obvious application of AI, where we have called it transcription. So the other main features of fifth generations is the ULSI. There is development of true AI. There is use of development of natural language processing. Parallel processing I have already described. Superconductor technology, and we have very user-friendly interfaces. Talk about touch screen. That is what we have today. In the old days, we used to have only mouse and keyboard. Now we have touch screen. Therefore, you can do very easy way of manipulating text. There is availability of powerful and compact computers at a very cheap rates. Computers of fifth generation include laptops, ultrabooks, Chromebooks, and among others. So that covers the section that discusses the fifth generation of computers.